Welcome back to Real Talk. Now we are joined by Kachi Di Malaluan, Executive Director for Cribs Foundation, Inc. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. So tell us more about the Cribs Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. Cribs Foundation is a child caring agency actually, and we are licensed and accredited by the Department of Social Welfare and Development. It was founded in 1974. So basically we have residential care programs for children who are neglected, abandoned, surrendered, and we are taking care of them while we are processing for adoption, for permanent placement actually, which is either through adoption or through reintegration back to their families, if ever we could still like reintegrate them back.
Okay.
Another program is the New Beginnings program, because we are also taking care of girls who are survivors of sexual abuse.
Wow, you have a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
The big responsibility.
How many
Kids are there in Cribs?
Well, for the children 0 to 4 years old, we have 25 of them at a time.
Okay.
At a time?
At a time. Sometimes they're 26, 27 because of so many referrals. And for the girls, we have 26 of them. And we also have foster care program. So we develop foster families, and right now we have about 15 children in foster homes.
In foster homes. Do you ever turn away moms that want to leave their babies with you?
Like if puno na or what?
Yeah?
Well, yes, of course, we have limitations in our facility. But in situation like that, we try to connect, we facilitate referral of the mom to another agency. Because we have a network actually, so we can
So parang
facilitate.
we're full, mga 30 na babies, baka you can
But there
send
are
it
others.
to
So
others.
after
And
each,
usually, we receive referrals from hospitals.
Also,
In
it's so
seldom
hard
that's
to
what-
turn away. Di ba? What are you
Yes,
gonna
it's
do?
very hard. It's very hard. So we have to be ready with our networks, with other
so
agencies.
what happens? Do babies show up on the doorstep?
Yeah.
Or mothers or the hospitals call? Or what does
Different
the baby show?
circumstances. Of course, there's a baby turned over to our doorstep. Well,
It's actually happened.
it actually
And
happened.
most of them are probably what? Newborn, few days old.
Yes, newborn, few days old. One time there was a bag that was left in the gate. And
Closed bag? Or
well,
open?
Medyo may air naman.
yeah, of course there's an air. And there was a woman. So looking.
So
Well, we were able to more or less like chase that woman, and eventually we talked with the woman, the social worker talked with the woman, and she eventually decided to surrender the child rather than leaving the child, leaving her identity unknown. We also, mostly we receive referrals from hospitals. So babies left at the hospitals by their mothers.
So how was it like? What are your guidelines or rules in terms of somebody, like a mom, leaving their baby at your doorstep? Okay, like say, I surrender my child to you. Is there still an option that they can reconnect?
Yes,
or
definitely.
Or is it like,
Definitely.
you left your child here?
or if they're adopted already.
Yes,
Okay,
the process.
the process is like this, okay? Because we have children like they are abandoned, so we
Yes.
do not know the identity of
You
the
don't know,
parents.
absolutely, okay.
Now, if the case is a surrendered one, which means we have the mother, we have the identity of the mother, and we appreciate the mother surrendering their child to our facility, because we have the chance to talk with the mother, to do counseling, because our main goal is still for the mother to keep the baby. We would ask the mother, is there anything we can do to help you keep the baby?
So you still try to reconcile
Yes,
them.
yes.
What?
And
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and well, right now with our law, we have, well, if the mother surrendered the child, the mother has the grace period of 3 months
So after the
to still
6 months,
change her mind.
after 3 months,
After 3 months, and then we can proceed now with the processing of certification declaring the child legally available for adoption.
okay, now after pag mga 2 years na, biglang bumalik si nanay, or
Baka wala na
after
siyang
1
balik.
year.
Wala na siyang
Baka
Paano
wala na
kung
siyang
nandun
balikan.
pa
Ang bata.
ang bata?
Kapag andun pa ang bata, the mother will have to undergo the process of assessment
Okay.
to claim back the child.
to claim back the child.
But once adopted,
Once
No more.
adopted.
No more.
Okay.
Okay, and then, so how is adoption process like here in the Philippines? Are there a lot of people that adopt?
Well,
Easy?
Do you have numbers about how many get adopted in a year? Or...
well, we have a new law now. So our domestic adoption is Republic Act 8552, and that was enacted in 1998, later than the intercountry adoption, which was enacted in 1995. So an adoptive parents who has the interest to adopt a child should file their application either. Well, right now they have three options. Well, they may apply to the DSWD, which is a government agency, or to the KBF, Kaisahang Buhay Foundation or Norfield. That's the only two private agencies.
So we can't go straight to you and say, I really like that baby, can I bring him home now?
We are also a placement agency, but we for foster care, not for adoption. So we only take care of babies and we process the babies until they are legally available for adoption. That's our role as an NGO, as a child caring. And then we submit the documents to the SWD, and there will be a matching process. That's part of the process. So there are two processes going on the part of the child and on the part of the adoptive parents. So on the part of the child, it is our responsibility as an NGO.
Yes,
so we process the child, we take care of the child in the facility until the child is available for adoption. So, and the process is like when we receive the child, if it's a surrendered case, and then the mother has 3 months, grace period to reconsider the decision. But at which time, that's also the time of the social worker to case manage. So the mother may have still connection with the social worker. She still undergoes the counseling, or sometimes the mother, after signing the deed of voluntary commitment, would be out of.
Okay. When you say matching,
Yeah,
what
what's
is
the
it? How
criteria?
do you match? Yeah.
Okay, it's like this. So a matching is like when a child is matched to adoptive parents.
Yeah.
The other side of the process is the adoptive parents. They would apply either to the SWD or to the Kaisahang Buhay Foundation or Norfield, and then they would be assessed whether they are suitable to be adoptive parents.
Yes.
So once they are assessed, and then there would be a matching process. So both documents of the child and the adoptive parents would go to the DSWD. And there is a matching committee, which is composed of different professionals. So there's a lawyer. I am part also of the National Child Welfare Specialist Group in 2011 up to last year. But right now, the matching is now in the regional level. So I'm still like part of it. So there's an NGO representative, there's a lawyer, there's a pediatrician.
So you really have to make sure that these two really belong.
Yes.
But what is a good match? Like, do you look at physical type or
That would be the last consideration.
Oh, it's the last.
Because our first consideration is, of course, the best interest of the child.
Okay.
So
The parents
we
have to
have to be biased for the child.
Okay.
So what is the need? What are the needs of the child? Is the adoptive family would be able to respond to the needs of the child? That's the primary, the basis for matching. But of course, we look also into the physical features in the end.
Bagay ba?
Sometimes if they,
magkahawig ba sila?
yeah.
What happens naman to the kids that are not adopted?
Yeah, when you say 0 to 4, pag 5 years old,
They can still be adopted.
what happens
Okay.
to them?
They can still be adopted. Well, our adoption in the Philippines is up to 7 or below 18 years old, because that's the definition of the child.
Do you still have kids with you that are...
No,
Where did they
we don't
go?
have. They're adopted.
Luckily, you've been able to, find a match.
Well, of course, if it's a child with special needs,
That's harder.
that's harder. That's
harder.
harder. So we resort to transferring a child to appropriate agency where the
For
needs.
older kids.
Yes.
For older kids.
For
But
older kids.
If in case there would be a child left in your foundation that's like
Still not
10,
adopted.
11, 12 that hasn't
The
been
oldest that we
adopted.
have right now is 7.
Okay.
7.
paano
But
yun?
he is in the foster home. Well,
But foster
we would
home,
rather.
that's not a long time. It's only a few years. Or what
It
is a
depends until the child is adopted. While the child is waiting for adoption.
Does that put pressure on the child? Like,
Yeah,
I've been
like
to an
what-
orphanage, and then they told us, pag 6 years old, wala na yan. So we had like 6-year-olds running to us. hugging
they're
us
like,
and
"Take me, take
adopt me, adopt me. What kind of pressure does it put on the child?
Well, this is my observation with our children because we have right now 4, 5. It's supposedly they've been out
And they know.
already, and they know. So, and of course, they would be witnessing adoptive parents coming
Coming
over,
in and bringing kids.
picking up the child. So they would ask, Ate, when would my adoptive family would come? So, well, there is also some kind of I guess, observation from the child, and the child would be like longing also for. But it is also a good thing for us because it would be easy for us to prepare the child because they know that there's a family that would be like waiting for them, and I don't think we will have we are hopeless with children of this age because in inter-country adoption at age 15 they can still be
It can
adopted.
still be wonderful.
So there's a bigger chance pa for these kids.
Nice. Thank you again, Kachi, for visiting us today. But please don't go away. Our guests will try to answer your questions. So be sure to tweet us at CNNPH Lifestyle with the hashtag CNNPH Real Talk. We will see you after the break.